this thing on. Right, that's good. Let's go. Are you one of those people that likes racing? Or are you one of those people who likes cruising? Now there's a difference between the two, so I decided to compare the Dirt series with the Test Drive series. And to be honest, they vary in many different ways. I'm going to review these two, and you're going to also tell me what you think as well. Because it's good to have the viewer's opinion, and not just mine. However, it's my opinion that gets on this video in the starters, but someone has to start it off. So I just thought, let's start it, shall we? So I have the Test Drive series. Now, I like cruising every now and then, but to be honest, it wears dry after your first half an hour maximum, sometimes 40 minutes, depending on what it is. But with Test Drive, it's incredibly dull. I know that might seem a bit tad over the top, but it is. It's not the best thing. If you like cruising, then this game is for you. However, if you don't, or wear off from it after a bit of time, it's not for you. However, having said that, it's not all over, because they tend to have the massive amount of racing tournaments. Ridiculous. I can't even count how many cars on the game. They've got, quite weirdly, clothing and things like that. I mean, that doesn't show anything because you never see a character or avatar outside of that shop. So it seems quite strange how they managed to do that. But on top of that, they've actually got characters in this one, which is a new addition from the first one, but it's probably for the worst. They've tried to develop an incredibly bad story. Well, they tried to make a story, but it's incredibly bad. Basically, it's so cheesy in ways you can't imagine. And that is something that Dirt does not go into. It seems to do something a lot better than that. It seems to have structure. Anyway, back to Test Drive. It's cheesy. It's like, happy birthday! I got you a car! Oh, do you want to join this tournament? It's just down the road. Why don't you take me there so I can test you? It's like, why do you meet people who do that? It's kind of spooky, and it obviously means they have no life. Then again, having said that, gaming, it's often, Anyway, let's carry on. Yeah, it's like there's something wrong with them. It's like, hey, I noticed you need your vehicle fixed. Well, I know this friend who's gonna fix this car for you. It's like having Jeremy Clarkson on the actual game, with him guiding you through everything you need to know. It's like, this is your apartment. Yes. It's like, no. It's incredibly cheesy. Cringeable. If you manage to get an audio mute button for it, please make use of it. Other than that, it's interesting. The radio is rather irritating. It's like, right now, I've been waiting to hear this song all day, let's play it. It's just the world of cheesiness. So, if you don't like cheesy or cringeableness, don't get it. However, if you like racing tournaments, and it's just pure racing tournaments, like a series of championships and things like that, then Dirt is the one for you. It has structure, it does have voicing, and it can be bad at times, but it's definitely, in comparison to Test Drive, not as bad. It's wibbly wobbly every now and then, but it works. It works for me anyway. If I had to choose one of those two on the last day of my other life, why I'd choose those two I don't know, but it would be Dirt. It's better, and it has a lot more structure to it. The cars on there are amazingly detailed, and on top of that, it's also got a 9 out of 10. I'm not sure if you can see it. 9 out of 10. Yeah, there we go. And that one doesn't have anything, so you can assume that as 0. Although I'll probably give it 6, and I'll probably give this one a 9. I'm not just saying that because it's on the sticker. I generally do mean it. It's a 9, probably. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's got loads of challenges, quite a few interesting twists. Obviously, with the first one, they have the pyramid, it's always had some structure, but they've always taken it forward to the next one. I mean, Dirt 2 was more like you're in your RV, you're in your caravan type vehicle, and you'll go into different places that appear on your map, completing events on that map. That's a nice way of doing it. Dirt 3, they kind of tidied it up. They followed the pyramid from the first one, except they made a load of different little pyramids that are 3D, and each side of that pyramid is is a challenge or a tournament, and then you just work your way through those pyramids. That's a nice clean way of doing it. However, after 2 hours in, it gets a little bit bland because it's nothing new. The menu is clean and smart, but maybe that's a problem later on. The more you play it, the more problematic it gets. At first, it's like, well, this is tidy, but as you go on, it's like, oh, it's not much colour, it's just gold. Because essentially, that's all you see. It has some good soundtrack. I mean, there's actually some playing in the background right now that you'd actually hear on the menu. So it's well themed. However, the voicing can be a bit off. I mean, especially on Dirt 3, they ask you for your name like they do on most of them now, except they never use it. That's what I've noticed. They've used, throughout the whole of the tournament or tour, they used my name about 3 times, and it was under Ben, by the way, not 175. Although that would be interesting, if I could. Any suggestions? Let me know. Anyway, let's carry on. Yeah, so Dirt is probably better, in my opinion. But what's your opinion? Would you prefer a racer with good tournament structure and things like that? Or would you something that's completely lost structure and have cheesiness, but a hell of a load of tournaments that you've got to look for while cruising around? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like and sub, please, because that's what keeps you going at the end of the day. And that's all I want to go through. It's over to you now. I've given you my verdict. Which ones are you binning and which one is winning? Let me know. Thank you. I've got to drive off. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, please like it. Just click that like button on the bottom of the video and I will be very happy. Did you also know that you can subscribe to my channel? I know, it's a piece of cake, easy as chips. No, that's stupid chips. Anyway, remember to just click that subscribe button above the video. It's as simple as A, B, C and X, Y, Z. And hopefully, you'll be up to date with whatever videos I decide to release next. So, thank you for visiting, and see you next time. Mr. Ben 175.